it's me. How are you this morning? Let me just check that everything is going as it should do. Yay! Love it when things actually work. So, how is everyone this morning? I do still have a slight cough, but it is a lot better than it was. I'm just hoping I don't cough today or during this live, because that really wouldn't be a great idea. But hello, Claire. It's always nice to see the first person come on, because then I know that everything's working. Happy day, happy day. Hello, Nora. Frosty with you. Yeah, it's been quite frosty with us. Ooh, white cat in the garden isn't ours. It was chasing something, goodness knows what. Hello, Judith. So, it's nearly the end of November. Eek. I'm going to start just by making sure I do the housekeeping bit, which I always forget. So this is a live on YouTube. It is 11 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, the 28th of November. Wedding anniversary. So if you're watching around that sort of time and that sort of date, then it's live, and you know it's live because it will say live on the title. After the live, I will change that title to live replay, so you'll know it's a replay. If you want to leave if you've got any questions during the live, obviously just leave those in the comments. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, Shaz. Watching through sunglasses. I'm so sorry you've managed to get meningitis after everything else. It's just not fair. So yes, if you're watching live, comments in the chat. You do have to be logged on to YouTube in order to do that. If you are watching on the replay and you've got any questions or comments, you can put those below the description bar in the comments section. If you don't already subscribe, you can do that in the bottom right hand corner and all that good stuff. Thank you, Judith. Yes, 8 happy years, although we've been together since 92, so we kind of knew that we worked. But yeah, I got all sorts of photos coming up in my timeline today. So, we're using the Christmas Classics stamp set. I may introduce the dies as well. I have got those out. We're also going to be using the matching paper. So I've got glitter everywhere. I'm just going to grab I've got a Swiffer cloth somewhere. There it is. I'm going to just see if I can get rid of some of that. I've been doing a commission for an auction and I've got glitter everywhere. Hey ho. So yes, I'm going to use the matching paper, which is, I want to say, yes, Joy of Christmas, and the specialty paper that goes with that as well. As far as the inventory list in Europe is concerned, both of those papers and the English language stamp set are still available. That said, the French has gone, and I can't remember if it's the German or the Dutch has also gone. So, oh, bless you, Shaz. Thank you. Yes, well, I was, 8 years younger, that helps. And I wore a red velvet dress that I'd had for some years. My father, bless him, said it was a very appropriate colour for me to wear, which was lovely. Right, I am going to flip the camera down. Hello, Mary. So this is the stamp set. I have done precisely no prep other than to say I'm using this stamp set, which I have actually used quite a lot, but clearly not very much in the red. How bizarre. I actually used this for a team retreat, so I have used it quite a lot, but it looks terribly fresh. Anywho, I'm going to start with a piece of, ordinary basic white, because I saw a card that the lovely Michaela Titteridge made that used this stamp set, and it was actually because I saw her card I thought, oh, I must get it out again. That and the fact that it's still available. So yes, I've just realised I'm cutting this to a different size than I thought I was cutting it to. So let's do it properly. So yes, that is why I'm using it today. We're at that stage of the last chance list that it's a real question of keeping my fingers crossed that whatever I'm using on any given day is still available. Okay, so I'm going to start with something relatively straightforward. I need a Wink of Stella, and I am going to, I am going to start with the holly. I've pulled all the colours that are in the paper out. So I've got Old Olive, Shaded Spruce, Pecan Pie, Pebbled Path, Cherry Cobbler and Real Red. It's always a surprise. Ooh, other light. It's always a surprise when you have Real Red and Cherry Cobbler in the same stamp set. Paper. Because as a general rule, I don't think they go together, but they do work in this. I'm just going to get my ink stamp cleaner ready because red does stain stamps really easily. So how is everyone getting on with their Christmas card making? I have no idea. I've got to count mine. We need about 80 for friends and family. Then I've got team and customers, and I'm then going to do a card for everyone in the village. It's a small village, let me just say. I say for everyone, I mean for every house. So it's not quite as bad as it could be. Actually, I'm going to start with a sentiment, because then I can work everything else around it. So this is Peace on Earth, and I'm going to use Pebbled Path for that. So yes, I've got about 300 extra cards to make, but I have to say I have ordered lots and lots of the Memories and More very cute note cards and envelopes, etc. Because then it's a question of really just sticking things together, which will be, relatively speaking, quick. Right, clean that off. And now I can go in with my Shaded Spruce, because I want holly kind of surrounding my sentiment. Oh, I've touched, therefore I've got to go. When you've touched, you've got to go. Fortunately, I will be using some Wink of Stella, which will be wonderful at covering up any little mistakes I make, like that one there. No, I do want to go in there. So yes, how are you all getting on? As I say, I've got about 300 to make, but hopefully I will get those knocked out reasonably quickly. While I remember, Europe, there is a delay in shipping of about 8 or 9 working days. There was a stock take last week, plus we had the seasonal sale, so it's all a bit at the moment. My orders and my customers' orders from the 15th shipped yesterday. I have most of the cards ready, but I still have to make 8 only. Ah, yes, waiting on an order. So as I say, in Europe, and from memory you're in the Netherlands, Mary? So in Europe we have got a delay. I mean, to be honest, we've got a delay pretty much everywhere. I think South Pacific isn't too bad, but the rest of us have got delays. Right, so this is one of those stamps I need to clean quickly because it's in red. So let's get that cleaned off. I mean, it was already stained. So, Wink of Stella. I'm going to get my Shaded Spruce back and pop some in the lid. So I'm waiting on, pop quite a lot in the lid. I am waiting on just picking up a little bit of my Shaded Spruce with my Wink of Stella so that I can colour That was rather more than I actually needed, but never mind. So yes, I'm waiting on my orders so I can get my class out. Because it's supposed to be a November class. It's not going to be a November class because my order isn't due to arrive now until Friday at the earliest, which is December. So yes, if you're in the UK, do bear that in mind. And if you are in the UK, I have got a Cyber Monday offer. So I'm just trying to hide the fact that I smudged that, probably by making it worse. I've got a Cyber Monday special. So anyone who orders £50 or more from my online store, has to be online because obviously it's cyber, will get a mystery box with at least £70 of retired, new and pre-loved goodies. So yay, I've had quite a few people make the most of that already. And I don't have a limited number of the boxes because I've got so much retired stuff. So you've got until the end of the month, so midnight on Thursday. So that's midnight on Thursday into Friday, is the deadline. And I'm afraid that is UK only because of the shipping costs. And frankly, if I was to ship to anywhere in Europe, you'd probably end up having to pay customs. Hello, Deborah. You have a few orders you're waiting for as well. Yes, yeah. I put a note in my team Facebook group this morning to say, do have a look at the weekly update because it gives lots of information about the delays on shipping. And also, again, for those of you in Europe, we've got a last ordering day for Christmas. It's not guaranteed, but the last ordering date that they are suggesting is the 15th of December. So do bear that in mind. If you want anything before Christmas, the 15th of December is when you should aim for. My caveat on that is the 5th of December is when demonstrators will be able to, any demonstrator, but particularly those who didn't go to the online on stage, will be able to place their pre-order for the new mini catalogue. That's the 5th of December. So there is likely to be quite a lot of orders because even those who went to on stage, I'm guessing weren't able to order all of the catalogue. But generally, assuming it's arrived, demonstrators will be able to order anything from the catalogue, one of any consumable, like a stamp set or a die, and two of any consumable, and one of any non-consumable. So consumables would be paper, ribbon, those sorts of things, and non-consumables would be dies and the like. Hello, Sherry. Oh yes, Shaz is being stoic, I think is the word I'm looking for. Shaz, are you still in hospital or have they discharged you? I'm hoping you're still in hospital, in that way they can keep an eye on you. So very nearly finished. Just want to give a little more squeeze to my wink of Stella. Right, last two leaves, and then we will be good to go. I will be adding an embellishment or two. The embellishments that go with this suite, the loose gems and holly and things, have sold out, so I will not be using those. Right, okay, so that's all sparkly. Can I get that to sparkle for you? Probably not. Oh, a bit. A little bit. You're still in hospital. As I say, I'm kind of pleased, given what's going on. Right, okay, so let me grab... Oh, I need to clean my stamp. Here we are. Let me grab some paper, and I'm thinking this. Where's the top? There's the top. And I'm thinking that purely because I want something nondescript. Trimmer, that's what I'm looking for. Sad, isn't it? And by nondescript, I mean what I would call a solid, as opposed to something where if you only have a little bit of it showing, you're going to go, what's that meant to be? Right, so got glue on my finger. Lovely. Right, okay, so I need a hard base, and I'm going to be boring and use white. So let me score in the middle. And cut. So this is a top folded standard card size, so half a sheet. Glue, there's my glue. So this is actually one of those papers that you could use for non-Christmas, because that is not Christmas. So if you do end up with any paper left over, don't go, oh, I can't use it because it's Christmas, because you can. Right, okay, so let's think of an embellishment. I might go just, you know, rhinestone. Where are my rhinestones? Oh, I could use those, but they're gone. That would be unkind, really, wouldn't it? Where did my rhinestones go? I had them this morning. Oh, there they are. There are my rhinestones. Now, you can colour these with blends if you want. I don't. I have got some coloured with blends, but that's not the look I'm going for. I just want, and I'm going to use quite a few, I want one of the little rhinestones on each of the holly berries, just as an accent. And I'm really happy because the holly berries are in clumps of 3. And if you know me at all, you know that I like an odd number. So this is a card that you would send to someone that you like a lot, because you are using a lot of embellishments. A friend of mine, a fellow demo, who's in the same team as me, she always says, is your friend embellishment worthy? And I kind of hear where she's coming from. You know, are you going to use an embellishment or not? But this is quite a simple card to put together. It's a little time consuming, but it's not difficult. It's one of those things that you could do if you've got a mat that you can lean on, that you could do while you're not really watching television. For me, it would be something that I could do, so you could, for the Wink of Stella is what I'm thinking. It's something I could do when I'm watching Strictly, because the only bit that really interests me to watch is the actual dancing, whereas everything else I can listen to. So there we go. Lots of sparkle. Number 1 tick. Gosh, and it's only 20 minutes into our hour. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so slight change of tack. So I'm going to use that one. Probably will use the berries. And I will want a greeting, but I will wait to decide which one. Probably Deck the Halls. Let's get Deck the Halls out. Right, okay. Let's grab some other paper. So we've got that lovely gingham. Ooh, that's the one I want. Have I got any of that out already? No, not really, or not enough anyway. So, the reverse of this is music. Will that fit on there? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to just cut, I think, just an inch, and then from this, actually no, I'm going to go for gingham. I've got this bit of gingham left over. Yeah, probably just a quarter of an inch. So I just want something as an edge. Let's clear the decks from those. Ooh, or no, that wouldn't work. I was just looking at the specialty paper. Right, okay, so I'm going to go straight onto the card base, which is terrifying. Actually, I won't fold it yet because that's so not a good idea. Right, so again, I'm going to go shaded spruce, and no, I don't need that. I thought I did, but I don't. So I'm going to have my piece of paper down the edge here. So I've got something making a lump. That's better. Thank you, Sherry and Jane. Hello, Deborah. So we're going to have this piece of paper is going to go down the side here, like that. And then this piece of paper is going to go next to it. And then we're going to have everything happening here. Now, I think I might just be sensible. I might go pecan pie, which is, or will I? No, I'm going to go cherry cobbler. Because I'm thinking I'm going to stamp my blocks need a jolly good clean. Right, so that's going there. So this is my interpretation of the card that I saw Michaela make. I say I saw her make, I saw her showing it. I don't even remember exactly what it looked like, but enough that I can interpret it. It's one of the joys of casing. I like to look at something and then go, yeah, I can do something similar, and then let a bit of time go by, and then you're not going to do it as a complete copy because time's gone by. And I'm just going to do a very gentle pencil mark, which is going to be covered up, so that I can see where I'm going. So anything over here is going to be covered up. Hello, Sally. Okay. Now, this is where I am actually going to colour my gems. So I'm going to get the dark cherry cobbler, because we've used cherry cobbler ink, and I'm going to just colour some of these. I don't often like using the big ones, but for this it's going to work. Now if you've already got the loose gems, so I think it'll be easier with this end, although this end is squished already. If you've already got the loose gems, I would just let you know that there are red loose gems in the loose gems set, but because they've gone, I'm not using them. So haven't actually got quite enough. That's all right, we'll use one of the little, oh, I've already got cherry cobbler, never mind. It's fine. Right, so while they're drying, because they will need to dry, I'm just going to grab my seal, if I can find it, which is here. I'm going to add a bit of seal to the top so that I know the top is solid. Then I'm going to run down the edge and down the edge. By edge I mean kind of where the pencil mark is. And then, hello Laurie, just popping on to say hi. Oh, hi. And Jan from A Sunny Weekly. So this is going to go down there like that, and then I'm just going to get my liquid adhesive and run a little bit of liquid adhesive down there and grab my very narrow piece of paper like that. Then we can turn it over, find some scissors, that would always be a good idea. I only have 2 pairs on the desk, couldn't find either. And just trim those pieces off like that. That can now get folded. And we can add a bit of bling, because, you know, it's Christmas, we've got to have bling. Right, so I'm going to have 5 little clusters. Go that way. And then just make sure that they are properly stuck down. And there we have our next card. Those are the regular rhinestones, Laurie. Hello, Audrey, from a watery, sunny-ish northeast Scotland. I think you're scheduled for snow, aren't you? So there we go. Yes, you can. So you can colour them with your blends. Now some colours obviously work better than others. The reds work really well. The lighter colours, less so. But you can build the colour up. So those are the 2 we've made so far. And right, I need to use some of the specialty paper. I got it out, so let's use it. I think I'm going to go totally mad. So we'll use that. And let's see what I'm going to use on the outside. Oh, I could use that. I could use that. What's on the other side of that? Probably not. Right, so I'm going to use that and that. We're going to go quite brown. And then we're not. However, right, okay. So I need my dies. So I'm bringing in the Christmas Classics dies. And I'm going to start with this one. Now, if you didn't want to use all those rhinestones, you can use the stamp set and then the dies for them. You know, nah. Oh, I'm going to need that as well. So, large cut and emboss. Now, I did get a comment that one of the cards I made, I think it was last week, you couldn't really see what I was doing with the die cutting, so I will try very hard to get the die cutter in, but it's a big die cutter, so I'll do my best. I'm going to put it at a slight angle because it will be easier to get through. Ooh. When do I put my tree up? The weekend before Christmas. That is a lot of bling, Sherry, yes. Yes, absolutely, Audrey. So they say. Who knows? Weather forecasters, huh? Right, so that has die cut. Yep. Let me just get rid of the bits that are on the there. Then I need a piece of basic white for the bit in the middle. And again, I'm going to, let's use a clean piece, shall we? Oh, I've got a tickle in my nose. So yes, we don't put our Christmas tree up until the last weekend in December, not least of all because, God rest him, my father's birthday, it would have been the 1st of December. So Christmas can't start until after his birthday by quite a long thing. And the tradition for my family, less so for Martin's, because he's kind of gone with my tradition, was that we didn't put the Christmas tree up until Christmas Eve. That isn't always practical. So the last weekend before Christmas normally works, which will this year be pretty close to Christmas Eve. That needs straightening out. Right. So let's get rid of those bits. And need to get rid of the bits here. This is where, had I thought about it, I would have got the die brush out. Hey-ho. Had I thought about it, I would also probably have used the adhesive sheet. But hey, when did I ever plan what I was doing for a live? So tomorrow is going to be interesting because I've still got this slight cough, which is fine for prolonged periods of time, and then I have a coughing fit. I'm supposed to be singing at the weekend, and I've got rehearsal tomorrow night. I missed last week's because I could hardly talk without coughing last week. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I just hope that I can sing come the following weekend. Right, so I've got this square, which is going to go in the middle. That's the right way up. So let's go deck the halls again. And this time I'm going to go real red. Hello, Barbara. Putting Christmas tree up on Christmas Eve sounds German, although they now tend to put it up earlier. It probably was German. I mean, not why we did it. I think we did it because it was when my father was available to put it up, because as kids, the house that I remember as kids, we had what we called the studio room, which was basically my brother and my playroom. Freezing cold in the winter because we didn't have central heating. We had jumpers. My parents' room had heating and the dining room had heating. Nowhere else in the building had actual, central heating. We just had to get on with it. I always say my brother and I shared a heater but not a bedroom. Anywho, so we would have, so the studio was a double height room, which was amazing. I mean, it was stunning. And we would have a Christmas tree that I remember as being the height of the room. I don't think it was. I think it was because I was small, but that's my memory of it. So, yeah. That is... Oh, the reason I can't find a spare card base is because I've made 2 cards. So, yeah. I do remember that he used to get out a stepladder to do some of the decorating. So, I guess it was a big tree. Oh, and we used to have streamers and all sorts. It was amazing. But because he worked full time, obviously, it meant that there wasn't going to be Christmas going up any earlier than Christmas Eve. That is always a problem if you've got your birthday after Christmas, of course, Audrey. You put up 1st of Advent. Ours is between 2 and 3 metres high. Yeah, 2.5 and 3 metres high. We can't have anything that big. We tried one year and we had to chop the top off. I mean in our house here, because we just don't have that high. We do in some areas, but not really where we need it. Right, I'm just going to trim that down. I'm going to trim it from this side purely because I want this piece. So I'm going to go 10.5 and hope that I cut my previous piece about right. So, glue, there's the glue. Usually put yours up on your anniversary, the 8th. Oh, 44 years this year, yay! So our anniversary is today, but we got together in 92. So we've been together for quite a lot of years, but only legal, as it were, for 8. It really wasn't until we moved to the village that we kind of thought there was any point, because we never wanted children. And yeah, but then when we moved, we decided it would probably be a good idea to get married as well. Yeah, you see, that's slightly not the right size. It'll be fine. Let's straighten up the card base. Always a good idea to have a straight card. If something is dirty, because I'm making little marks. I can get them off, but I am making little marks. Let's pop that in there. Snips. Hello, Snips. Where did you go? I've hidden you again. There you are. Under my mittens. I put up the Christmas tree after December the 5th in the Netherlands because it's the birthday of St. Nicholas. Yeah, that makes sense, Mary. Yes, well, I mean, you say poor tree, Barbara, it's already been cut down, so, you know. And then we just stuck a star on top. It was fine. I've always said the tree doesn't go up until after the 14th of December, otherwise I feel my birthday gets overshadowed by Christmas. Yep, that's very wise. That was rather why we couldn't do anything until after my father's birthday. So that's going to go there, which kills quite a lot of the gold, which is the general idea. But I want something more. So let's have a look. I'm wondering... Oh, I could do a bow, couldn't I? That would be nice. Right. Okay, so... no, that's going to go on dimensionals. So we're going to stick this is going to go on with Seal. And then this is going to go on with Dimensionals. Oh, I've just found a bit that's not been popped out. Come on. So that needs to pop out. Come on, off you come. Off you come. Should have left it, but it's annoying me now. No, still haven't got it. There we go. People with December birthdays always get a little cheated. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I think any winter birthday. Mary doesn't celebrate her birthday without the Christmas tree, and that's the 23rd of December. I used to go out with a guy whose birthday was Boxing Day. His parents, bless them, did make a big deal out of the fact that it was his birthday, so it wasn't too bad. So Sally is waiting. You've got house guests on the 4th of December, or until the 4th. So you won't put it up until after your house guests have gone. That's interesting. Let's twizzle that. Pretty bow. You know how sometimes bows just work? That's going to go there. I will be cutting it once it's in situ, but let's cut that away for the moment. So this is the Pecan Pie bordered ribbon from the annual catalogue. I have to say it's at the end of a mini catalogue that I generally have a look at the annual catalogue for things, because that way they're likely to be in stock. I'm actually going to pop that there. Yep. So mini glue dot. Might do a bit of cheating on that ribbon because I do want those at proper angles. So the key, if you want to do this and have extra glue dots, is to have them near the top, because if you put them further down they tend to be more obvious, but near the top you can get away with it a bit. And then, particularly if you actually manage to stick the thing down, and then I can, sorry I know that's covering it up, but hey. And I don't know if what I'm about to grab is still available, but you know, sometimes you just have to go with what feels right. Boxing Day is the 26th. Yes, Boxing Day is the 26th. Gosh, you had lots of presents then, Mary. Ah, right, so Boxing Day, the tradition of Boxing Day is, well, I'm looking for what I'm looking for, There it is. Boxing Day would be when the squires, lords of the manor, whatever you call it. No, it's not when they unwrap their present. It's when they used to get boxes from their squires, I think. I'm going to look it up now. Boxing Day. Boxing Day traditions. Right. Boxing Day was traditionally a day off for servants, a day when they received a special Christmas box from their masters. The servants would also go home on Boxing Day to give Christmas boxes to their family. There you go. So yes, and according to Wikipedia, although it originated as a holiday to give gifts to poor people, today Boxing Day forms part of the Christmas celebrations. So yes, it's not about waiting to open your presents, it's about giving presents to people who are in need. So I'm going to make this really blingy. You're going for gold. We've already got some gold, let's just embrace the gold. Kind of like Black Friday. Lots of sales. There are lots of sales on Boxing Day. It always used to be when people would then, go out and buy next year's Christmas presents often. So definitely going for gold on this one. So something a little non-traditional. It's often when, if you're not going to the sales, you'd be with one family on Christmas Day, and then the other family. So if you're, husband and wife, so you'd be with one of your families on one day and one on the other. That's all right, Jane. But yeah, no, I don't think anyone ever had the self-control to not open their Christmas presents. It's a lovely idea. So yes, there we are, gold. I've got just about enough time to do one more, probably. So let's pop that back and just get rid of all the bits of paper that were in that die and pop that back. And sorry, that's annoying me like nobody's business. Ooh, I know what I've got that I can use. So let's pull out that and pull out that and start from there. And yeah, right. Excuse me while I dip down. I am looking for. I thought I had it out. I do. Right. Are you ready for some bling? I mean, some real bling. So, gold and silver adhesive backed glimmer paper. So let's grab my big scissors. I'll go back in, thank you. Sorry, my glimmer paper wouldn't go back into its bag rather. Right, okay, you're going to need another piece of white as well. Ooh, or are we? Ooh, no, I know what we can do. Aha! I have a thought. I'm pink, therefore I'm spam. Right. I'm going to do this first. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow, Sherry. Oh, the store's opening Boxing Day in England. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Grocery stores will be open and lots of department type stores. So I'm giving this a good crank because it is glimmer paper and it has got an adhesive backing as well, so it's quite thick. So yes, not everyone, but some. It's always one of those amusing things that people go crazy and, you know, buy enough food to last them probably for the whole of January before Christmas. And then the stores are open anyway on Boxing Day. So, yeah. Right. Where's my take your pick gone? One day, there we are. I'm going to get through one of these lives without losing all of my bits. Or my brain, for that matter. Right. Okay. Have we got everything out? Nearly. Jolly nearly. I don't understand the what your spam. You've lost me, Laurie. I don't understand. Je ne comprends pas. Right, okay, so I am looking for that. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, I'm pink, therefore I'm spam. Yes, yes, sorry, it's one of those mad things that I get in my head. I don't realise I'm saying it, that's the problem, that's why I was confused. Yes, I'm pink, therefore I'm spam. Like, I think I'm something, never mind. I'm pink, therefore I'm spam. I want to say it's a Monty Python reference. It's just a silly saying. I'm pink, therefore I'm spam. It's the original and it becomes I think, therefore I'm spam. It's a silly thing. It may just be our family. Right, a bit of that. Bit of this. Oh, this is going to be a short, fat card. Methinks. I do always like to do 2 dips in embossing powder. perhaps that's why I can't find it. Okay. Thank you, Nora. So let's get that. Okay, so that's going to be die cut. Get my baby die cutter out. One, two, worth getting out of bed for. Excellent. Hello, Anne. You are here. You are here. You are here. Right, okay. This is where I hope, yeah. You do have to be careful when you're using low tack tape that you don't end up ripping your card. Right, so don't need those bits. So that's going to go on there. And I think it's going to go on with dimensionals. Dimensionals are very good at sticking to glimmer paper because they've got that squish to get into the crevices. Like that. Right, I need another piece of basic white. Although saying that, I thought I do. I have a base. I have a base prepped. Yay! Right, so we're going to go short and fat. And let's have a look at what we're going to use. That's 2 real red. Oh, that'll work. That will work. Do I have a piece of that already cut to anything approaching the right size? Looks like it. Come on. Let's use the piece that's already there. Throw the rest on the floor. For me, fir cones grow up, not down, which is why I've just turned that over. Right, seal, where have you gone? Seal Plus, can see Seal Plus. Oh, let's use liquid adhesive. No idea where my seal has gone. Okay. So once I've finished this, I will do a quick recap of the other cards that we have made. And then we will be done for the day. So we will actually, in about an hour, going slightly over the hour, but I actually did housekeeping this week, we will have made 4 cards from scratch. My advice always is, if you're wanting to make lots of cards, limit the supplies that you're allowing yourself to use, because that way you don't have too many distractions. So that is going to go on there. Oh, there is just one other thing I want to do, which I'm going to do quickly now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. These may or may not stick, but I'm going to give it a go. Really must get a new dark cherry cobbler, because the tip of that one is hammered. Right, okay, so this is really quick to stick because, oh, Laurie, thank you. Yes, thumbs up is always appreciated. And if you don't already subscribe, that is always appreciated too. And if you want to share the video with your friends and family, that is also appreciated. Right, okay. Is this going to stick? Shall we see? Ooh. I think it will. Yeah. Might go the other end, however. Didn't do a fantastic job of colouring them, but with a bit more time you would be able to do that, obviously. And yes, if you're watching on replay, you can leave any comments or questions below the description bar. I will be posting close-up photos of these cards on my website, and there will be a link in the video description once I've done that, which will be later today, all things being equal. Oh, I've missed 2. It's all right, I've got some little ones at the top that are already cherry cobbler. Come on. We are in luck, because I didn't count those ones. Makes me happier because that means I've got 2 lots of 5. So let's just pop those down well, and we are done. They are red, and they were, I coloured them with the dark cherry cobbler. These are the sequins. What are they called? They are called Neutrals adhesive backed sequins. Really nice, you know, basic description. Sometimes we get really elaborate descriptions and sometimes they're just, you know. So these are gold, and these were originally just rhinestones and are now coloured rhinestones. So there are our 4 cards for today. So I hope you enjoyed those. If you did, as Laurie says, a thumbs up is always appreciated. If you are watching on replay, again, comments below the description bar, blah, blah, blah. I'll have a list of what I've used over on my website and in the description bar. So yes, let me flip the camera up. Thank you, Nora. So thank you very much indeed for joining me today. I hope that's given you some inspiration for some quick-ish cards using the Christmas Classics stamp set. It's a really versatile set, and I think I think some people are a little hesitant, but it's amazing. So thank you Sherry, thank you Laurie, thank you Audrey, thank you Judith. Do remember my Cyber Monday deal, which is good until midnight on Thursday. Mystery box value of at least £70 of retired, pre-loved or new retired items. There'll be a whole mix. There'll be DSP and all that good stuff, and it will go out with the standard thank you pack. You get the thank you pack as well. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Anne. And yeah, have a fantastic Tuesday. It's Tuesday all day.